First race pacers are behind the gate. They're off. A few of them going out for the front. Up on the outside, that's the 7, Unity Giggles. Between horses is the 5, Praise Hanover. Way third, that's the 3, Miller Hanover. Up top fourth, that's the 4, Silver Apache. And the inside fifth is the 1, Pamela's Dream. 6, Hit It, will get away 6th. And trailing the field is the 2, SS Steele's Nasty Boy. All in straight alignment as they work their way around that opening turn. That first quarter mark. Showing the way is the 5, Praise Hanover. He's there in 29-2. 29-2 for that opening quarter. As Praise Hanover tows him down the front stretch. Racing second is the 7, Unity Giggles. Third is Miller Hanover, followed by Silver Apache in fourth. And the inside fifth, that's Pamela's Dream. To the outside sixth, moving up, that's Hit It. And trailing the field is SS Steele's Nasty Boy. They work their way into the turn towards that halfway point. Hugh O'Neill has put Praise Hanover on the engine as they're by the half in 1 minute. 1 minute flat for that half. They'll take it to the backside. Still sitting second, that's Unity Giggles. Miller Hanover is third. Silver Apache still in fourth. Hit It now up to fifth. That's Pamela's Dream in sixth. And trailing the field is SS Steele's Nasty Boy. To the outside now, looking for second. That's Miller Hanover. Hit It will take the cover as Praise Hanover leads into that 3-quarter mark. They're there in 1:29 4. 1:29 4/5 for 3 quarters as we got a battle brewing at the front of the field. Praise Hanover on the inside. Miller Hanover to the outside. Hit It coming up on the outside in third. Unity Giggles waiting for the passing lane as they're off the stretch and turn for home. On the outside, Miller Hanover starting to inch ahead. Praise Hanover hanging in there. Unity Giggles up the inside. On the outside, Silver Apache with some late pace. To the line, 4 of them. Silver Apache gets it in 1:59-2. (1:59-2). A big close for the 4 Silver Apaches. We'll take a look at those fractions. 29-2 for the opening. Second race trotters ready to roll. They're off. That's 5, Mari looking for the front. Up on the outside second is the 6, A Long Dream. To the inside third is the 1, Low Hands Lindy. Mr. Miracle will settle in fourth. Dropping in fifth is the 4, Kai Hall. And trailing the field is the 3, Yolanda Hanover. Spaced out a bit, all in straight alignment as they move around that first turn. Jacqueline has Mari on the engine over towards that opening quarter mark. They will reach it in 29-2, 29 2/5 for the opening quarter. And Mari will lead them down the front stretch for the first time. Racing second, that's A Long Dream. Third is Low Hands Lindy, followed by Mr. Miracle in fourth. Kai Hall is fifth, and at the back is Yolanda Hanover. Mari leads them into the turn, heading towards that halfway point. Still in second, that's A Long Dream. Third is Low Hands Lindy as they're by the half in 1 minute flat. 1 minute for that opening half. Mari takes him to the backside. A Long Dream still in second. Low Hands Lindy sitting in third. That's Mr. Miracle in fourth. Fifth is Kai Hall. And still trailing the field is Yolanda Hanover. Mari leads this field over towards that 3-quarter mark with about a 3-length lead. A Long Dream going to start to try and close that gap as they're by 3 quarters in 1:26-3, 1:28-3. That is an 8, not a 6. 1:28 3/5 for 3 quarters. They work their way around that final turn. Off stride goes the 6, A Long Dream. A Long Dream has made a break as they're at the top of the stretch. They turn for home. Mari continues to show the way. Low Hands Lindy trying to close that gap. Here comes Mr. Miracle in third, but coming home, this one's going to be all Mari in front. Time for the mile, 1:58 3/5. was going to say, that was a really fast third quarter. Take a look at those fractions. 29-2 for the opening quarter, and they reached the half in 1 minute. Third race Pacers are behind the gate. They're off, firing out to the lead. That's the 2. Game, set, match. 3 wide for second. Up on the outside, that's the 7. Bronx Sealster. Between horses is the 4. Faulkner Hanover. On the inside is the 3. Skyline. Will start to nose out ahead. On the inside 5th is the 1. SS The Real Deal Steel. Vicky Everyday will drop back in 6th. And trailing the field is Espresso Joe. They get it sorted out and work their way around that opening turn. Game, set, match, and Colton Noble will have the front. He'll move over to the quarter in 28-4, 28, 4/5 for that opening quarter. Here comes Bronx Sealster up on the outside now to take the lead. That'll slide game, set, match back to second. Skyline is third, followed by Faulkner Hanover in 4th. Bit of a gap to SS The Real Deal Steel in 5th. Vicky Everyday is 6th, and Espresso Joe can't see them all. They race around the turn over towards that halfway point. Ronnie Wren has Bronx Sealster on the front. They'll trip the timer in 58-1, 58, 1/5 for that half. Bronx Sealster leads them onto the backside now. Game, set, match right there in second. Skyline still sitting in third. Faulkner Hanover's 4th. So now Vicky Everyday has moved to the outside and will take over 5th. Espresso Joe moves into 6th, and SS The Real Deal Steel drops to the back. To the outside now, battling for the lead. That's Skyline. Faulkner Hanover will follow. They're doubled up 2 3/4 in 1:27. 1:27 for 3/4. As we got a battle at the front of the field. Bronx Sealster on the inside. Skyline up on the outside. These 2 side by side as they'll reach top of the stretch and turn for home. Bronx Sealster starts to nose ahead now. Skyline trying to keep up to the outside. Faulkner Hanover with some pace. 3 of them to the line. Bronx Sealster in front. Bronx Sealster hangs on in 1:55-2. 1:55-2. Bronx Sealster able to hang on. Faulkner Hanover had some late pace, but unfortunately made a break. Field of 5 trotters are behind the gate. Late scratch, the 5 Feast Day. They're off stride behind the gate. Went to 2 Sunbury Hanover. Sunbury Hanover makes a break. Going out to the front, that's the 4 Frank Kiss. Griffey will drop in second, and now is off stride. Griffey has made a break. That will move the 1 Motorworks up to second. Good Feeling to Know is third. They race around that turn, a bit spaced out. Frank Kiss and Sean Johnston are on the front. They will move over to that opening quarter in 30 seconds. 30 seconds for that opening quarter. They'll head by the stands for the first time, racing second. That's Motorworks. A few lengths back to Good Feeling to Know in third. Sunbury Hanover is caught back up in 4th, and trailing the field is Griffey. Field of 5 moves around that turn over towards the halfway point with Frank Kiss on the engine. Motorworks still there in second, as they're by the half in 1 minute 2/5. 1 minute 2/5 for the opening half as they'll head to the backside now. Frank Kiss has the front, racing second is Motorworks. Good Feeling to Know now starting to close that gap in third. To the outside 4th comes Sunbury Hanover. They move down the backside over towards that three-quarter mark, and Sunbury Hanover with a big burst of speed. Now up to second. They'll hit that three-quarters in 1:30. 1:30 for three-quarters as the tempo's picking up now. Frank Kiss trying to fend off the challenge from Sunbury Hanover. Up on the outside third now is Good Feeling to Know. Motorworks back to fourth as they're at the top of the stretch. They turn for home. Frank Kiss starts to pull away as Sunbury Hanover makes another break. Through the lane, Frank Kiss has the front. Good Feeling to Know with some late close, but coming home, it's all Frank Kiss. Time for the mile, 1:59, 2/5. Frank Kiss able to pick up the win there for the Johnstons. So take a look at those fractions. Opening quarter was in 30 seconds. They reached the half in 1 minute and 2/5. Three-quarters in 1:30. Time for the mile, 1:59 and 2. The race pacers are behind the gate. They're off on the inside looking for the front. That's the one, Sarah said. Up on the outside second is the 5, Deja Jade. Third to the inside is the 2, Scarlet Begonias. Up on the outside now looking to take third is Sonadora. Away fifth is the 4, Catalina Kate. How Much is sixth. And trailing the field is the 3, Can I Get a Loop Loop. Field moves around the turn towards that opening quarter mark. Wilbur Yoder has placed Sarah Said on the engine. They'll move over to that quarter in 30 seconds. 30 seconds for that opening quarter as they'll move down the stretch and past the stands for the first time. Sarah Said has the lead. Racing second is Deja Jade. Third is Scarlet Begonias, followed by Sonadora in fourth. Fifth is Catalina Kate, followed by How Much in sixth, and trailing the field is Can I Get a Loop Loop. All in straight alignment as they round the turn over towards the halfway point. Sarah Said will get there in 1 minute and 3/5. 1 minute, 3/5 for the half. They'll take to the backside, and that front two will start to gap out just a bit now. Deja Jade still in second to the outside. Third, here comes Sonadora. Moving up quickly, it's Scarlet Begonias now back to fourth. A little rough gated was the 4, Catalina Kate. That'll move How Much up to fifth. Can I Get a Loop Loop to sixth, and trailing the field is Catalina Kate. As they're by three-quarters in 1:29 and 3. 1:29 and 3/5 for three-quarters. Sarah Said has led it every step of the way, but now facing a challenge on the outside from Deja Jade. Sonadora is still right there in third as they're at the top of the stretch. They turn for home. Sarah Said starting to pull away just a little bit in the stretch. Deja Jade trying to hang on to second. Sonadora in third, but coming home. This one is all Sarah Said. Time for the mile, 1:57, 2/5. Wire-to-wire win there for the 1, Sarah Said. So you have a look at those fractions. They went the opening quarter in. They're off. A few of them going out for the lead. That's the 4, Lexi B. will stick a neck in front. Up on the outside second is the 5, Allegiant. Megan the Savage will settle in third. Fourth is Yankee Gamble. And trailing the field is the 3, Gospel Singer. Chris Lems moves Allegiant up on the outside, now takes the lead. Racing second is Lexi B. Megan the Savage will settle in third. All in straight alignment as they'll come off that turn towards the first quarter mark. They're there in 30 and 4/5. 30 and 4 for that opening quarter. They'll head down the stretch by the stands for the first time. Allegiant has the lead. Racing second is Lexi B, followed by Megan the Savage in third. Yankee Gamble is fourth. Gospel Singer is fifth. Make their way around the turn towards that halfway point. Allegiant still in the lead. Racing second is Lexi B, there by the half in 101 and 2. 101, 2/5 for the half. They'll come off the turn, head down the backside. Allegiant has the lead. Racing second is Lexi B. Third is Megan the Savage. Yankee Gamble is fourth. Gospel Singer is fifth as they start to gap out now just a little bit. And those front two will start to scoot away even. Allegiant towing Lexi B over towards that three-quarter mark. They're there in 129 and 4. 129 and 4, stepping it up a little bit. On the backside, as off stride goes Lexi B. Lexi B has made a break. They'll race around that final turn. Allegiant is at the top of the stretch and turns for home. Side by side now for second. Megan the Savage, Gospel Singer, Yankee Gamble coming home. It's a big margin for your winner, Allegiant. Time for the mile, 1:58 and 2. $1:58 and 2 winner there for the 5 Allegiant. Seventh race, 2-year-old Colt Gelding Pacers are behind the gate. They're off. Going out for the lead on the inside is the 1, Dry Ridge Eric. Up on the outside to challenge is the 6, Sweet Lou to the rescue. Third on the inside, that's the 2, Skyline Indy. Settling in fourth will be the 4, Banyan House. And trailing the field is the 3, Turn and Dance. They'll get it sorted out, all single file as they race around that turn over towards the opening quarter mark. Sean Johnston and Dry Ridge Eric are in front as they move past that opening quarter in 30 and 3. 30, 3/5 for that opening quarter. They'll head down the stretch by the stands for the first time. Dry Ridge Eric leads, racing second. That's Sweet Lou to the rescue. Third is Skyline Indy. Sitting fourth is Banyan House, and Turn and Dance is fifth. Race into the turn over towards that halfway point. Dry Ridge Eric shows the way. Racing second is Sweet Lou to the rescue as they're at the half in 102 and 1. 102, 1/5 for the half. They'll head to the backside now. Racing third is Skyline Indy. Banyan House is still fourth. Turn and Dance is fifth. So we have some movement now at the front of the field. To the outside comes Sweet Lou to the rescue. We'll go right on by Dry Ridge Eric. Now third up on the outside and moving, that's Banyan House. Skyline Indy back to fourth. And here comes Turn and Dance on the outside now as they're by 3/4. 131 and 4. 131, 4/5 for 3/4. As they're starting to bunch up at the front now. Sweet Lou to the rescue, still with the lead, but Dry Ridge Eric wants another shot. He'll go to the outside as they at the top of the stretch and turn for home. To the passing lane comes Banyan House now. 3 wide for the lead. Banyan House looking to sweep them both, and he will. Coming home, it's Banyan House. Time for the mile, 2 minutes, 4/5. Chris Page and Banyan House. Two-year-old trotters are behind the gate for the 8th. They're off for the lead on the outside. That's 6, Sticky Fingers. Getting a little rough gated there is the 4, Came Here to Forget. On the inside, getting up to second now, it's Kickstart Hanover. Third on the outside is the 7, My Bar Tab. Came Here to Forget will settle down in fourth. Fifth is Long Touch. Creatine Power is 6th. They move around that turn. Splendid trails the field. Brian Zent and Sticky Fingers lead the field to the opening quarter in 31 seconds. 31 seconds for that opening quarter as off stride goes the 7, My Bartab. My Bartab has made a break. They move past the stands for the first time. Sticky Fingers has the lead. Kickstart Hanover's close that gap in second. A few lengths back to Came Here to Forget now in third. It's Long Touch in fourth, followed by Creatine Power in fifth. Sixth, back trotting, is My Bartab, and trailing the field is Splendid. They move over to that halfway point. They're there in 102 and 3. 102, 3/5 for that opening half. They'll take to the backside now. Sticky Fingers continues the lead. Kickstart Hanover is right there in second. Now starting to close that gap a bit in third is Came Here to Forget. Racing fourth, that's Long Touch. Creatine Power is fifth. My Bartab is sixth, and trailing the field is Splendid as Sticky Fingers takes him over to 3/4 in 132 and 1. 132, 1/5 for 3/4 as the field's starting to tighten up just a little bit now. Sticky Fingers still has the front, but Kickstart Hanover's ready to make a move. As they're at the top of the stretch, they turn for home. Sticky Fingers trying to pull away. Kickstart Hanover will look to the outside. Side by side for third behind them, but coming home, this one is going to be Sticky Fingers in front. Kickstart Hanover, second time for the mile, 2:02, 2/5. Sticky Fingers. Two-year-old Philly Pacers are behind the gate. They're off on the outside. That's the 6, Camerican wants front. Getting away second is 5, Birdie Said. Between horses in third, that's the 2, Benita's Best Bet. To the inside fourth is Ideal Storyteller. On the outside fifth is Adroit Hanover, and trailing the field is EA Perfect Wish. Will now move up to fifth. Adroit Hanover will take the back as they race around that first turn to the opening quarter mark. Camerican has the front. They're over to that opening quarter in 30 and 3, 30, 3/5 for that first quarter as they'll head down the straightaway by the stands for the first time. Camerican and Ronnie Wren have the lead. Racing second is Birdie Said. Third is Benita's Best Bet, followed by Ideal Storyteller in fourth. EA Perfect Wish is fifth, and trailing the field is Adroit Hanover. Race around the turn over towards that halfway point. Camerican continuing to pace this field as they're by the half in 101 and 1. 101, 1/5 for that opening half as they'll take to the backside now. Camerican steps on the gas pedal a little bit. Stride out on second place, Birdie Said. They continue to move down that backside. In third is Benita's Best Bet. Ideal Storyteller is fourth. Racing fifth is EA Perfect Wish, and at the back is Adroit Hanover. They race over to the 3/4 mark in 129 and 1, 129, 1/5. For 3/4 off stride goes the 1, Ideal Storyteller. They now are a bit spaced out. They'll come off that final turn and turn for home. Camerican with a big lead here on Birdie Said in second. Benita's Best Bet in third through the lane. Coming home, this one is all number 6, Camerican. Time for the mile, 1:57 and 1. Take a look at those fractions there for that race. Opening quarter was in 30 and 3/5. They went by the half in 101 and 1. 3/4, 129 and 1, and the time for the two-year-old Philly Trotters are behind the gate for the 10th. They're off on the outside. That's the 6, Falling Snowflakes, looking for the front. Second is the 5, Winnie Werewolf. Third will be the 3, RT Misty. The inside fourth is the 1, It's My Hill. Dog Rescuer Hanover will settle in fifth, and trailing the field, that's the 2, Chow Time. Single file, they move through that opening turn. Ronnie Wren has placed Falling Snowflakes on the front. Racing second is Winnie Werewolf. This field will move over to that opening quarter mark in 31 1/5, 31-1 for that first quarter. Off stride goes the 4, Dog Rescuer Hanover. Dog Rescuer Hanover has made a break. As the field moves by the stands for the first time, Falling Snowflakes has the lead. Racing second is Winnie Werewolf. A few lengths back to RT Misty now in third. It's My Hill right there in fourth. A few more lengths back to Chow Time in fifth. And back trotting is the 4, Dog Rescuer Hanover. Spaced out field will move over to the half in 102-2, 102 2/5 for that opening half. Falling Snowflakes will lead them all down to the back stretch. Racing second is Winnie Werewolf. In third, that's our team Misty. Starting to close that gap a bit. In fourth is It's My Hill. Chow Time is fifth, and Dog Rescuer Hanover continues to trail. Falling Snowflakes being chased by Winnie Werewolf as they move into the turn towards that 3/4 mark. They're there in 132-3, 132 3/5 for 3/4 as they race around that final turn. The top 2 have gapped out the rest of the field. Falling Snowflakes trying to hang on, but Winnie Werewolf is ready for the stretch. As they're at the top of the stretch, they turn for home. Falling Snowflakes looking to pull away. Winnie Werewolf now comes to the outside. Through the lane, Falling Snowflakes trying to hang on. Winnie Werewolf continues to close. These two to the line together. Falling Snowflakes hangs on in 2:03. Falling Snowflakes able to hold off the challenge there from Winnie Werewolf. Take a look at those fractions. Opening quarter in 31-1. They went by the half in 1:02. Two-year-old Pacers are behind the gate for the 11th. They're off on the outside, looking for the lead. That's the 6, Stealing Knife. Between horses is the 3, Believe It, See It. On the inside, that's the 1, Better See. Getting away fourth is the 5, Tip the Line. That's the 2, Midwind Beach Boy. Getting up to fifth, and trailing the field is the 4, Symphonic. Ronnie Wren and Stealing Knife will take command of this field. Racing second, that's Believe It, See It. Better See is third, as they will race over to that opening quarter mark in 30 1/5. 30 1/5 for that opening quarter. Stealing Knife lead the field down the stretch by the stands for the first time. Racing second, that's Believe It, See It. In third is Better See. Racing fourth is Midwind Beach Boy. Tip the Line paces in fifth, and trailing the field is Symphonic. They move into the turn over towards that halfway point. 3.5 length lead at the front for Stealing Knife. He's by the half in 1 minute and 1/5. 1 minute, 1/5 for the half. 30 seconds, second quarter, as they will take to the backside. Stealing Knife continues to show the way. Believe It, See It now starting to close that gap a bit. Better See is in third, followed by Midwind Beach Boy in fourth. Tip the Line gaining some ground in fifth, and Symphonic continues to trail. They race over towards that 3/4 mark. Stealing Knife still has the lead. He's by 3/4 in 1:29. 1:29 for 3/4. But Believe It, See It getting ready to pounce. Better See to the inside third. Now to the outside fourth comes Midwind Beach Boy. They're at the top of the stretch. They turn for home. Stealing Knife has the lead, but Midwind Beach Boy's got a full head of steam up on the outside. To the passing lane comes Better See. But up on the outside, it's Midwind Beach Boy. Midwind Beach Boy. 1:57 3/5. Big close there from the 2 mid-wind Beach Boy. He will get the job done up on the out. 2-year-old Colton Gelding Trotters are behind the gate for the 12th. They're off. Off stride goes the 2, Lone Wolf Freebird. Lone Wolf Freebird makes an early break. That will hand over the front to the 3, Hall of Flame. Getting away second is the 4, Toby's Gavel. On the inside third, that's the 1, Father's Secret. Smoke 'em Tex is away fourth as they will race around that turn. Hall of Flame and Aaron Johnston have the lead. Now to the outside looking for second. Here comes Father's Secret. They race over to that opening quarter mark in 32 and 2. 32, 2/5 for that opening quarter. As this short field of 5 will race down the front stretch. By the stands for the first time up on the outside, here comes Father's Secret and Mike Wilder. They will take command of this race. That slides Hall of Flame back to second. A couple lengths back to Toby's Gavel in third. Smoke 'em Tex in fourth. And Lone Wolf Freebird has caught back up to the field. They'll race around the turn over towards that halfway point. Father's Secret is there in 102 and 4. 102 4/5 for that opening half. They head down the backstretch. Father's Secret with a short lead over Hall of Flame in second. Toby's Gavel closing up some ground in third. Here comes Smoke 'em Tex in fourth. Lone Wolf Freebird still there in fifth. As the field starts to bunch up now, heading towards that 3-quarter mark. Father's Secret still has the lead. They're by 3/4 in 133 and 2. 133, 2/5. They'll race around the final turn. Now to the outside comes Hall of Flame. 3 wide will be Smoke 'em Tex. Toby's Gavel still there fourth as they're at the top of the stretch. They turn for home. Father's Secret trying to hang on to that lead, but Hall of Flame has a little more. Hall of Flame now will go to the front. Smoke 'em Tex looking for some more in the stretch. They move through the lane. Coming home, this one's going to be Hall of Flame. Time for the mile, 2:03 4/5. Aaron Johnston and Hall of Flame able to come back. Two-year-old Philly Pacers are on gate for the 13th. They're off. A few of them going out for the front. On the inside, that's the 2, Mickey Love the Beach. Up on the outside, second is the 5, Innuendo. Between horses, third is the 3, Talking to the Moon. Up on the outside, fourth is the 6, Seaside Diva. Away fifth is the 4, Empty Nest. And trailing the field is the 1, Beams of the Sun. Ronnie Wren sends Innuendo to the front. Mickey Love the Beach will settle for second. Third is Talking to the Moon. As they race around that turn to the opening quarter mark in 31 and 3. 31 3/5 for that first quarter. They'll head down the stretch by the stands for the first time. Innuendo has the lead with a rush up on the outside. Now second, now taking the front is the 6, Seaside Diva. Seaside Diva to the lead. Slide Innuendo back to second. As they race into that turn, Mickey Love the Beach is third. Talking to the Moon in fourth. Racing fifth is Empty Nest. And Beams of the Sun can see them all as they're by the half in 101 and 4. 101 4/5 for the half as they'll take to the backside. Seaside Diva and Chris Page start to gap out just a little bit. But Innuendo's going to reel her right back in. Racing third is Mickey Love the Beach. Here comes Talking to the Moon now to the outside. Racing fifth is Empty Nest. And Beams of the Sun is at the back as they head over to the 3-quarter mark. They're there in 130 and 3. 130, 3/5 for 3/4. Seaside Diva trying to step away, but Innuendo not letting her out of her sights. Up on the outside third is Talking to the Moon. Mickey Love the Beach still right there in fourth as they're at the top of the stretch. They turn for home. Seaside Diva steps on the gas pedal. They go 3 wide for second. Innuendo, Mickey Love the Beach to the inside, but coming home, this one is all Seaside Diva. Time for the mile, 1:58.1. Chris Page made a big move. Going to the half, was able to take that lead and did not look back. So take a look at those fractions. Two-year-old filly trotters are on gate for the 14th. They're off. Monarch Money will go straight to the lead. Sonny and Cher will get away second. That's Young and Reckless dropping in third. Away fourth is the 5, I Am Independent, and Woodle Hanover will settle at the rear. Monarch Money leads this field around that first turn over towards the opening quarter mark. Few lengths back to Sonny and Cher in second. Young and Reckless is third. I'll get it right eventually. I Am Independent is fourth, and Woodle Hanover is fifth. Over to that opening quarter in 32 seconds. 32 seconds for the first quarter. Monarch Money, with a big gap there in the lead, leads him down the straightaway for the first time. Now into second comes Young and Reckless. Still don't have it. Up on the outside third is I Am Independent. Here comes Woodle Hanover now to fourth, and Sonny and Cher will drop to fifth. Wilbur Yoder and Monarch Money continue to show the way. They'll move over to that halfway point in 1:03 and 4. 1:03, 4/5 for the half, as they'll take to the backside. Racing second, that is the 4 Young and Reckless. Racing third is I Am Independent. Woodle Hanover is fourth. Sonny and Cher is fifth. As the field starts to close that gap on the leader, Monarch Money, now to the outside. Here comes I Am Independent. I Am Independent now into second and going after the leader. Third on the inside is Young and Reckless, is there by 3/4 in 1:33 and 4. 1:33, 4/5 for 3/4, as we got a battle brewing at the front of the field. I Am Independent pulls even with Monarch Money. Young and Reckless still there in third. To the outside fourth comes Sonny and Cher. There at the top of the stretch, they turn for home. Monarch Money trying to hold on, but I Am Independent has a little more. I Am Independent through the lane is going to come home a winner. It's all I Am Independent. Time for the mile, 2:03, 1/5. Chris Page and I Am Independent. Two-year-old Pacers are behind the gate for the 15th. They're off. On the outside, looking for the front is the 6 Rio. To the inside second is the 3 Colton's Charm. RT Whistling Willie will get away third. Up on the outside fourth is the 5 Fredericktown Lad. Fifth to the inside is the 2 Dry Ridge Eagle. That's the 4 Seaside Games in sixth. And trailing the field in seventh is Survivor Bet. They'll race around that first turn. Chris Lems has Rio on the front. Racing second is Colton's Charm, is there by the opening quarter in 31 seconds. 31 seconds for that opening quarter. As the field will move down the stretch by the stands for the first time, it's Rio in front. Racing second is Colton's Charm. Third is RT Whistling Willie, followed by Fredericktown Lad in fourth. Dry Ridge Eagle sits in fifth. That's Seaside Games in sixth. And at the back is Survivor Bet. They race around the turn towards that halfway point. Rio continues to show the way as they're by the half in 1:03. 1:03 for the half, 32 seconds. Second quarter. The field moves on to the back side now. Those top two start to gap out just a little bit. To the outside here comes JCD and Colton's Charm to challenge for the lead. Up on the outside, moving up to third now is Fredericktown Lad. RT Whistling Willie will drop back to fourth. Dry Ridge Eagle is fifth, followed by Seaside Games in sixth, and Survivor Bet is at the back. The leaders battle over to the three quarters in 131 and 4, 131 for fifth as Colton's Charm will stick a neck out in front, but here comes Fredericktown Lad up on the outside to follow. Rio still there on the inside in second is there at the top of the stretch. They turn for home. Colton's Charm trying to get away, but on the outside it's Fredericktown Lad. Fredericktown Lad's got a little more and gets the win. Time for the mile, 1:59 4/5. Fredericktown Lad and Ronnie Wren able to get up there in the stretch. Two-year-old trotters are behind the gate for race 16. They're off. Up on the outside, looking for the lead is the 3, Aurelius Hanover. To the inside, second is Nail Driver. Cyclone Ben is away third. Marching fourth is fourth. And away fifth is the 6, Honor Guard. And trailing the field is the 4, Kill a Word, as they race around that turn. Over towards that opening quarter mark, Aaron Johnston and Aurelius Hanover have the lead. Nail Driver right there in second. Cyclone Ben in third is there by the opening quarter in 31 seconds. 31 seconds for that opening quarter. And Wilbur Yoder will put Nail Driver on the front. Nail Driver takes over that top spot. That slides Aurelius Hanover back to second. Sitting in third is Cyclone Ben. Marching fourth, trots in fourth. Fifth is Honor Guard. And Kill a Word continues to trail as they race around that turn over towards the halfway point. Nail Driver continues to show the way as they move over to that half in 102 and 2, 102 2/5 for the opening half. As they hit the backside now, racing second is the 3, Aurelius Hanover. In third is Cyclone Ben, then a couple lengths back to marching fourth in fourth. To the outside fifth comes Honor Guard, and Kill a Word is sixth. They race over towards that three-quarter mark. Nail Driver still has the lead, but Aurelius Hanover is right there in second. Here comes Cyclone Ben now to the outside from third as they're by three quarters in 131 and 3, 131 and 3 for three quarters. As those top three will start to battle on the outside. Cyclone Ben now sticks a nose in front. As they're at the top of the stretch, they turn for home. Cyclone Ben with a late burst will take the top spot. Aurelius Hanover looking to follow through for second. Nail Driver still there on the inside trying to hang on to second, but coming home, it's all Cyclone Ben. Time for the mile, 2:01 3/5. Brady Brown and Cyclone Ben get to the front and don't look back. If you take a look at those quarters, opening quarter was in 31 seconds. They reached 17th race. 2-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers are behind the gate. They're off up on the outside, looking for the front. That's the 7, Drinking Doubles. Second to the inside is Beelzebub. Up on the outside, third is Cheyenne Tough. Way fourth is 3, Sidebar. Up on the outside, fifth is the 6, Victorious Blue Chip. Now moving up to fifth on the inside is the 2, Stay Frosty. And at the back is the 4, Hunter and Milo. Field will get things sorted out. All in straight alignment as they race around the turn over towards that opening quarter mark. They're there in 31 and 4, 31 4/5 for that opening quarter. As they race down the front stretch by the stands for the first time, Chris Lenz and Drinkin' Doubles have the front. Racing second is Beelzebub, followed by Cheyenne Tough in third. Sidebar is fourth. That's Stay Frosty in fifth. Victorious Blue Chip paces in sixth. and Hunter and Milo can see them all as they race around the turn over towards that halfway point. Drinking doubles, gapping out just a bit. They're by the half in 102 and 2, 102, 2/5 for that opening half. They'll take to the backside now. Beelzebub closing the gap a bit in second. Now Cheyenne Tough still in third. That's Sidebar in fourth. Stay Frosty still in fifth. Victorious Blue Chip is sixth, and Hunter and Milo continues to trail. Move over towards that three-quarter mark. Drinking doubles still in the lead as they're by three-quarters in 131 and 4. 131 and 4/5. Off stride goes Stay Frosty. Stay Frosty makes a short break, catches back pacing. They work their way around that final turn. They hit the top of the stretch. They'll turn for home, and here comes Beelzebub. Beelzebub now to the outside. Sidebar making up some ground, too. Through the lane, Drinking doubles. Going to try and hang on. But between horses, it's Beelzebub, and on the outside, Sidebar will sweep them all. Time for the mile, 2:01 3/5. Sidebar and Chris Page with a late rush, able to get up in. Final race, 2-year-old Philly Pacers are behind the gate. They're off, looking for the front early. That's the 4, Sensational Lee. To the inside second is the 1, Dry Ridge Edie. Away third is the 3, Reprisal. And the 5, Chat with Chewy. They'll settle in fourth. They race around that first turn. Sensational Lee will clear to the front. Racing second is Dry Ridge Edie. Third is Reprisal, and Chat with Chewy is fourth. All in straight alignment over to that opening quarter mark. They trip the timer in 31 and 2, 31 2/5 for that opening quarter. With some action early to the outside, here comes Sean Johnson and Dry Ridge Edie. They will take the front away from Sensational Lee, who now drops back to second. Reprisal still sits in third, and Chat with Chewy is fourth. Field of 4 races around the turn over towards that opening halfway mark. Dry Ridge Edie is on the engine. They'll race over to the half in 103 and 4, 103, 4/5 for that first half. As they move off the turn and onto the backside now, racing second, that's Sensational Lee now, closing in right there on the leader's helmet. Racing third is Reprisal, and in fourth is Chat with Chewy. As they race down that backside, Dry Ridge Edie, no challenges yet. Off stride goes Dry Ridge Edie. Dry Ridge Edie makes a nasty break there in the turn. Able to get woed up. That hands the lead over to Sensational Lee. Now to the outside in second comes Reprisal. And third is Chat with Chewy. Dry Ridge Edie back pacing in fourth as they're off the top of the stretch. They turn for home. Sensational Lee looking to hold off the field. To the inside comes Chat with Chewy. On the outside is Reprisal. Through the lane, Chat with Chewy has a little more on the inside. Chat with Chewy gets the win in 2:04. Chat with Chewy, able to stay with them and make the pass in the stretch. We'll pick up the win here in our last qualifying race of the afternoon.